Employee versus entrepreneur mindset. What I'm going to cover here are hour versus results, raise versus marketing, freedom versus security, and abundance versus scarcity. Employees, as we all know, get paid by the hour. Getting a raise yearly or even 6 months is if they're lucky. But as entrepreneurs, we don't get paid by the hour. We get paid by the results that we create. If we work 20 hours a week and get the necessary results, we get paid. If we work 80 hours a week to get the necessary results, we get paid. But it's very different. It's a very different way of thinking. When we begin to create when you begin to create your own home care service and put the right system and the right people in place, you will see that it's not how hard or how long you work. It's about how smart you work and how consistent you are that's going to actually determine your compensation. Excuse me. So we don't work by the hour. So you can't get caught up thinking like, okay, I put in this many hours or I put in that many hours, so I should get paid, because that might not necessarily get the results that's needed. Whereas though, if you work in a job, all you have to do is clock in at 8, and clock out at 4 or 9 to 5, and then you're expecting to get a certain amount of compensation for that day. It's just a different way of thinking. But the beauty of being an entrepreneur is once you have actually created those results and put that system in place, chances are you're going to begin to get compensated and compensated well. And with the home care, it's like, okay, if I create a system that brings in 5 clients a month consistently, and I know I just need to do this system, implement this system every month to get at least 5 clients in. It's working. I'm testing it. It's keep on working. You know that you're going to build your business at a rapid pace. And with the home care industry, we're looking at, I mean, depending on the amount of hours, that could be a lot of money. So even if it's just 1 or 2 new clients a month, but if you're creating those results and you have a system that's capable of creating those results, then you're going to really be growing your business and making a lot more money than you would actually be making, obviously, if you were working a job. So thinking about it a little different is something I always say to, like, my wife and to my other coaching clients, and even just friends, and I say, okay, look, are you doing $5 an hour work or $1,000 an hour work? And I always try to make sure that I'm doing things that's going to generate more clients, going to push the vision of the company further, and push the and allow us to bring more money in, opposed to doing things that are basically $8-9 hour things that are just going to just get me by, and that I can actually have somebody else doing. So you kind of want to start thinking about that when you're doing your business. And a phrase that you'll hear once you kind of start doing this stuff is, are you working in your business, or are you working on your business? And working on your business means that you're doing the bigger picture things that create money, or build systems that allow your company to run smooth and to actually grow. To whereas though, if you're working in your business, for example, that means you're working a client, or you're actually answering phones, or you're doing different things like that. Those are the things that are in your business. So just kind of thinking about it from that perspective, I kind of let you see the difference between how an employee gets paid and an entrepreneur gets paid. And it's again, when you're thinking about a raise, as a business owner, we take back the control of our financial lives. And I don't ask for a raise. If I want a raise, I got to do more marketing, or I got to do more promotions, or if I want to take a trip, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy extra signs, or I'm gonna put out extra racks this month or next month, and then I know because these actual systems work, and these marketing tools work, and these strategies work, that I'm going to get more business, so I can make more money. So it's just like, if I want to raise, I don't have to go ask someone. I create the raise by doing more marketing and more promoting. And that's the kind of difference that you're going to have when a raise, because an employee has to wait. Hopefully they get a raise once once or twice a year, and based on their performance and things like that. And it's not necessarily that you're going to get the raise, and then the raise that you do get, it's just not going to be significant. I mean, usually, especially in the industry that we're talking about, that a lot of our students are and our people who are going to be buying this course that they're coming from. If you get a raise as a CNA, what are you going to get? 25 cents, 50 cents. You know what I mean? Like that's not something that you can really create a lifestyle around, and kind of be excited about to upgrade your whole living. And that's the difference between a raise and from an employee and then an entrepreneur actually creating his own raise. Freedom versus security. Financial freedom is being able to come as you please, put your children in the situations that you want them in, not that they have to be in, being able to travel and not go into the office today, or go in, or I instead of going to the office this morning, I want to go to the gym, or I want to go run, or I want to go eat out. I want to go eat breakfast at this specific restaurant. It's like that's financial freedom. Financial security is okay. My bills are secure. I can pay my rent on time. I can pay my cell phone. I can pay my electric. I can pay my gas and stuff like that. But then that's pretty much it. Like once my bills are covered, like my monthly nut usually eats up the majority of my income. But that's financial security, and most people in America are cool with being financially secure. They get their little space. They get their in their comfort, their level of comfort or contentment, where they say, okay, if I have this kind of car, this kind of house, in this kind of neighborhood, my children are going to this kind of school, or this whatever that standard may be, that's the security that they're cool with. So once they have that, they're usually cool with it. But entrepreneur on the other hand is not necessarily satisfied with just having the security, because when you think about it, security, I think of jail, and freedom, I think of actual freedom. So to be financially secure, you got to think about what you're saying. Okay, you're secure, but are you free? And most entrepreneurs are looking for freedom. They want to live an abundant life, a full life where they can come and go, and have the freedom to do the things they want to do, and not only just the personal things that they want to do for themselves, but they also want to be able to give back to the community, help their family, and help other causes that they believe in. So it's not just about the personal freedom, but it's the freedom to give and do and live the way you actually want to live. So that's kind of just like a mindset difference. And then at the bottom we have abundance versus scarcity. The idea behind abundance versus scarcity is pretty simple. Do you see the world as it being full of opportunity, and just everything that you want is right at your fingertips? All you have to do is work for it, or do you feel like there's not enough for you in the world? There's not enough, there's not enough clients. There's not enough, opportunities. There's not enough time. There's not enough money for you to actually get the things you want and have the life that you want to have. And when I talk about business to certain people, like my employee friends and people who have jobs and stuff like that, they have all these excuses of why they can't do it, and it's not for them, or they don't have the time, they don't have the skill set, they don't have the tools, or whatever it may be. They feel like there's just not enough of something for them to get what they want out of life, and the things that they're looking for, to make them happy, or that they dream or they wish that they had. So the difference is that once you become an entrepreneur, you have to develop an abundance mindset or mentality, because you have to be optimistic. You're embarking on a journey, or starting down a path that is it's not always clear. So you have to be optimistic. You have to understand that. It's just all about perception. There's a lot of competition, or there's a lot of opportunities for partnership. There's a lot of things that you need. It's a lot of things that you don't know, or you can look at it from it's a lot of great things that I can learn. So it's just basically how you look at it and how you kind of position your thinking is going to determine the difference between you being stuck in a scarcity mindset or again an abundance mindset. And to be successful as an entrepreneur, you have to embrace abundance. You have to understand that there's a lot of opportunity out here for you, and anybody who's out here willing to go after it. Yeah, there may be a lot of competition in your marketplace, but if you focus on quality of service and doing a great job, and your customer service is awesome, and you're taking care of the clients, and you have a great marketing plan. And I mean, it doesn't take a whole lot of money to do good business. So you can just as easily have their clients, you know what I mean, or the client get the clients that they might be lacking, and because some of the bigger companies, they fall short with certain things because they don't have the small, capability, the small focus that we can put in the beginning, because we're little, so we don't have 20 clients to take care of. We only might have 10, and it's a lot easier to take care of 10 versus 20. So that's just kind of like an idea of how you could think about it versus the negative or scarcity mindset.